Good morning. This is Greg the Window Doctor, again coming to you to help you on your journey and your search for new windows for your home. Gee, last week we talked about the different kinds of windows on the market. We talked about wood windows, steel casement windows, aluminum windows, and then of course we touched on vinyl windows, and that was important. But if you happen to see that video, you remember that we talked about the frame was only 15% of that window. So what do you think is going to have the greatest impact upon your window's ability to keep heat and energy inside your house? Well, obviously the frame has some, but that glass is going to have the biggest impact. What I've set up today is a little demonstration that I think will impress you upon the importance of getting different kinds of glass. Now what I have here is a typical heat lamp. Everybody knows what a heat lamp is, but if I were to ask you how hot that heat lamp is, we'd get a lot of different variety of answers, anywhere from 100 degrees to 200 degrees. And actually, if I put this right there in front of it, this temperature gauge says it's 459 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that is hot. I mean, we have it hot in Texas, but we don't have it that hot. So what kind of window could we use to keep 459 degrees of Fahrenheit heat out? Well, this little gadget right here measures solar transmission and the ability of how much sun is coming in. It measures it from 1 to 600. 600 is the highest this particular meter will go, and obviously I've got it at the maximum with that particular kind of heat. Now what we're going to do is look at different kinds of glass systems and how it will affect the amount of heat. Remember, when the window's in place, it should lower it from 600, the maximum, down to whatever. So this is single pane glass, and unfortunately there's still people that have that. Once I put that single pane glass up between the heat lamp, you can see that now it only dropped it down about 100 BTUs of energy. And if you were here and put your hand in front of it, you'd still feel there's a tremendous amount of heat coming through. Sorry you can't do that. Now, this window here is also a builder grade window. This is 2 panes of glass, about 3/8 of an inch separation, pretty much the same that you would have in the majority of houses that are being built. Now if we're going to take this same window and put it in front, it lowers it by what, just a little over 200, from 600 to 383. And again, we still have a tremendous amount of heat that's coming through. So that certainly is better, but that certainly didn't cure it for us, did it? Now, what I wanted to do, I actually took the window sash out of one of our current windows, and I'm going to use the actual sash instead of some other piece of glass so you can visibly see exactly the difference. Now, this particular window has low E3, low E cubed with argon gas, and it has a solar heat gain of about 20, which makes it about the most energy efficient window in the market in a double pane type glass situation. Now, if you were here and I were to ask you how low it's going to bring that reading, and the other one only brought it down 200, how low do you think we could get on this? Maybe down to 300? Maybe down to 100? Wow, that'd be great if we could drop it from 600 to 100. Well, let's see exactly how much difference this actually is going to make. All the way down to 7. So that's pretty amazing when you think about it being 600 and now we've gone all the way down to 6 or 7. Do you think that's going to make a tremendous difference for you in your home? I think so. Now, really there's only one other kind of window that actually has probably a little bit better in energy efficiency, and that's a triple pane glass. Now, if you really want to go all out and you want the maximum, triple pane with krypton gas is probably the maximum you can get. But let's see how much of a difference it's going to make. If I put that in there, it brings it down to 0. Now, you'd say, well, I want that one, of course. Well, the thing we have to keep in mind is this window would cost about twice as much as the window that we just saw that lowered it down to 7. From 600 to 7, 600 to 0, you know, that's a question you'd have to answer is it really going to be worth it for me? So thanks for coming in today and listening in to our discussion on glass. This is Greg, the Window Doctor, signing off.